Shalom. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command GEN.YAHANNA. What we do is teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible and the truth about the Bible. And one of the myths about the Bible is that Isaiah 4:1 is only talking about the kingdom. Feel me? Now everybody know the I.S.U.P.K. we teach if a man wants to, he can have more than one wife. If you don't want to have one, you ain't gotta have none. You feel me? But if you want to have 6 or 7, you can have 6 or 7. But people always condemn us saying that that's lustful, that's this, that's that. And we always bring up Isaiah 4:1 and how we say, you feel me, how Isaiah 4:1 say 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. You feel me? And we're gonna break down that tonight. Is this talking about the kingdom, or is it talking about right now in 2020? Right. Because the kingdom, for all we know, the kingdom might be 3,000 years from now. For all we know, we don't know. Or it could be in 10 years. But what is this scripture talking about? Is it talking about right now? Is it talking about the kingdom? So, if I could, we could start in let's just read Isaiah 4:1 first, just to get that out, in the open of what that is. For some people that might not know, because some people might not know what Isaiah 4:1 is.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man.
Right. So basically, this scripture is saying exactly what it said. Ain't no mystical Christian stuff in this. 7 women gonna be with 1 guy. With 1 guy.
Saying, we will eat our own bread,
have their own money,
and wear our own apparel.
Own clothes. Women like to stay fresh.
Only let us be called by thy name.
Right. They want to have your last name. Like how, we get married in a white man's society. The women take hold of the man's last name. Feel me?
To take away our reproach.
Right. That reproach. Now, we're going to get into that reproach later on in the class. Just stay tuned so you can see what that reproach is. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to start all the way in Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Some Christians don't do. See, that's why they keep saying this is the kingdom, because it's just too good to be true that 7 niggas, 7 spicks, 7 coons, 7 redskins could have 1 woman. I mean, 7 women can take hold of 1 of them men. You feel me? Salaki. 7 women can take hold of 1 of them. You think it's just too true that it got to be the kingdom of heaven? It can't be right now when we oppressed, when we under this wicked society. So we're gonna start in Isaiah 1:1. We're going all the way to 3.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amoz.
That's what people try to say. It's a vision, so it got to be talking about thousands of years later. It can't be a vision of 2020 or 1990 or 1969 when I.S.U.P.K. first brought this truth out. It got to be all the way in 4,000 years from now.
Right. Which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem.
Right. He saw concerning Judah, which is the southern kingdom, and Jerusalem, which is the northern kingdom. Because at this time, there was some wicked stuff going on, because it was during the split. It was during the split when Solomon was lusting after them heathen women, and the Most High split the kingdom, gave the northern tribes their part, and gave the southern tribes their part. You feel me? And that's what this vision is about. And it was a bunch of wicked stuff. If you read 1 Kings and 2 Kings, you will read all the wicked stuff that was going on between the northern and the southern kingdom. That's during the time of what people know about Jezebel and all that stuff. You keep going.
The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amoz, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah.
Right.
Verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Right. So, let's take it back. Y'all say this is talking about the kingdom, right? All the fake Israelites, all the Christians say this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. But we in Isaiah 1:1. And it say, I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. So we're going to rebelling in the kingdom.
Right.
In the kingdom, we're going to be rebelling, but the Most High going to give us 7 women. You got to be outside your mind. Keep going, sir.
Verse 3, the ox knoweth his owner.
Right. The ox know of his owner. All the animals, all the cattle, they know who own them. They know who breeding them, feeding them, getting them ready to be slaughtered, to be sold.
Come. So the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Right. The donkey know where his master crib at, his house.
But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not
They
consider.
don't even consider. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't even consider that maybe we the Jews. If it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, nobody would know they're a Jew. And we never even considered. We was Muslims, we was Black Panthers, we was Rastafarians,
Right.
we was everything but the Jews. We just knew the chosen people of God couldn't be us. Just like we think us having 7 women, it's only going to happen in the kingdom. It's the same exact thing. You feel me? It's the same exact thing, man. And I'm telling you, if you waiting for the kingdom of heaven to get you 7 women, you just as simple get, man.
Right.
You just as simple get. So like, we're going to drop that and just drop down to verse 7 if you could, sir.
Verse 7, your country is desolate.
Poverty. This the kingdom? This is the kingdom y'all talking about. So this that kingdom that Isaiah 4:1 is talking about. This is only in the kingdom, but in Isaiah 1:1 it's saying your country is desolate. That means destroyed.
Right.
It's destroyed.
Your cities are burned with fire.
Burnt down with fire. You know about the riots, right? What about the Watts riot? You feel me? What about when they beat up what is his name? Rodney King. The water, sir. Rodney King. What about when they beat up Rodney King and they rioted? What about all the riots that happened throughout the bus boycotts? What about all of the stuff black people did to try to avenge ourselves against our oppressors, man?
Right.
Feel me?
Your land, strangers devour it in your presence.
Right, in our presence, in our face. The white man is calling himself a Jew.
Right.
In our face, they telling us we ain't nothing. And we ain't gonna never be nothing when we the greatest people on earth.
That's
we came up with the heart surgery. We sent the rockets to the moon. The black women sent the rockets to the moon.
That's right.
Come on, man, is you kidding me, man? We got a list of things that black people done, man. Hundreds of things. The stoplight, the light bulb, the internet. You feel me, man? We ain't talking about sports. Sports we could go on forever. I'm just talking about stuff that make the country move right now. Which is one. Sports is one thing. Sports is one thing to keep the country moving. While people say, oh, that ain't a big deal that we play basketball and football, when that's what keep these kingdoms running. Some cities is only powered by their football team.
Right.
You think the Green Bay Packers is powered by what? Packing cheese? They powered by the black man that's running around in the football field.
Right.
Look up Green Bay, Wisconsin. Ain't nothing up there but the football team. Come on, man, you got to be outside your mind.
And it is desolate, as overthrown as by strangers.
Overthrown by strangers, man. The strangers overthrew our lands, man. They set us up, man. Got us against each other, fighting against each other, all type of stuff, man. But you talking about this is the kingdom of heaven? This is right now in 2020. This ain't no kingdom of heaven what we reading. What we reading right now is 2020. Matter of fact, this is from slavery on to 2020. From slavery to 2020, this is what we finna read. The whole rest of the class, we finna read from slavery to 2020, the stuff that's been going on. And then it lead up to Isaiah 4:1 saying you can have 7 women gonna take hold of 1 man. But you talking about, oh, that's the kingdom. That's because you a simp. And you
Right.
can't get more than 1 woman. More than 1 woman probably don't even want you.
Right.
You probably can't find 2 women that even find you feel me, repulsive, you feel me? That's probably how they think about you. Them the main people saying that you either homosexual, you can't get more than 1 woman, you feel me? Or you just a simp.
Right.
That's the only reason why you even say that you can't have one until Christ come. Until Christ come back, man. You gotta be an idiot, man. So yeah, we're gonna drop that and just drop down to verse 11.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 11. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me,
Right,
saith
man.
the Lord.
Right, he said, what is your sacrifices, man? Like, all this, like, y'all steady sinning on purpose and think y'all gonna sacrifice and that's gonna make me happy. You feel me? like and that's now today what we do, we just pray. Every time something happens, we just beg God for forgiveness. Right. We go to church on Sunday, or we go to that Muslim mosque and we just beg for his forgiveness, hoping that the sin we did ain't that important to him. I'm just one person. I'm just one person on the earth. Maybe it ain't that bad. I just go to church and give my money to the pastor. I'll be cool. Right. I'll be straight. Don't that sound like 2020? Or you think that's the kingdom? You think that's the kingdom? You a fool.
Right.
You a fool. You can keep going, sir.
Right. I am full of burnt offerings of rams, right, and the fat of fed breasts.
Right. The Most High is full of them. We've been giving so many sin offerings. The Most High is full, man. You a fool.
And I delight not in the blood of bullocks, or of lambs, or of he-goats.
Right. Y'all thinking the Most High love them animals so much because he say them the ones that we supposed to give when we trespass or we commit a sin. But that was just the covenant, man. That was just the covenant. He didn't think that that's what we was going to do for a living. That we was just going to be sacrificing animals. I'm a sin, but guess what? All I got to do is give the Most High this ram and I'm good.
Right.
You an idiot, man. You an idiot. Matter of fact, and we're going to prove that. It's like I'll read this one. Proverbs 21:3. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Most High than sacrifice. That's more important to the Most High, man. For you to do what you're supposed to do, man. For you to keep the covenant, man. That's more important to the Most High, man. To keep the covenant, man. Not to do sacrifices, man. Thinking you could sin and then do a sacrifice and everything be good. Just like right now today, doing a sin and going to church on Sunday.
Right.
Or going to the Muslim mosque. Or getting on your knees crying tonight. Thinking God finna forgive you when he know you finna go do the same thing again, man. It's better you just do what you're supposed to do, man, than sacrifice and be crying like a little kid. Like a little baby, man. You gotta be outside your mind. But yeah, you drop that and drop down to Isaiah 1:20 and 21.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 20. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword.
Right, man. Be devoured with the sword, man. We keep going.
For the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it. Verse 21. How is the faithful city become an harlot?
Right, became a whore, man. The faithful city, man, Jerusalem. And it's not about the actual land, it's the people in it. The chosen people of God, man. We became whores, man.
Right.
Just like we are right now. We whores right now. Because we do whatever everybody else say, and whatever they do, whatever Trump say, that's the move.
Right.
Whatever the Democrats say, that's the move. Whatever the Republicans say, that's the move, man. We became harlots, which is a whore, man.
Right.
Which is a whore. And it's spiritual. We became spiritually whores for the other nations, man. When we had the only true living God on our side, man, we got to be a fool, man. Got to be a fool. You can finish that.
God. How is the faithful city becoming harlot? It was full of judgment, righteousness lodged in it, but now murderers.
Murderers, man. What our women do? They murderers, man. They abort more babies than a little bit. Our women abort more babies than a little bit, man. And you talking about this day of Isaiah 4:1 it's talking about the kingdom? It's talking about the kingdom? Is you listening? Is you listening to the class, man?
Right.
Are you listening to the class, man? Or you so high off Christianity? Do Christianity got you that high that you ain't realizing Isaiah 4:1 is talking about right now? It's talking about from slavery on to right now, man. It's talking about right now. This is the day, man. This is the day. You evil women out there aborting all them babies. Right. This is the day.
That's right.
You repent and you get under a righteous man in I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
You get under a righteous man in I.S.U.P.K, man. We are not affiliated with no Israelite groups, man. Not one, man.
Right.
If you ain't I.S.U.P.K, you can get lost, man. You ain't nothing but a Christian, man.
Right.
Tell you, all the gangs, we dying from all these gang wars, the drug overdoses and all that stuff. That's what this talking about. It say righteousness lies in it, but now murderers. That's the kingdom of heaven? Man, you a fool.
Right.
You a fool if you think that's the kingdom of heaven, man. You a fool if you think that's the kingdom of heaven. And I'm going to read another scripture to go with that. in the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. That's why we dying so much in this kingdom, man. Because the blood can only be produced by the blood of it that shed it, man. You feel me? You shedding blood, blood gonna be shed. You feel me? You polluting the land, you selling crack, guess what? People gonna die. Then you gonna get robbed and you gonna get killed. You feel me? Let me read it one more time. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So him who's shedding the blood, your blood is going to be cleansed by you dying. You feel me? You're going to have to die, man. That's right now.
Right.
That's happening right now, man, with the gang wars, with the abortion clinics. Man, I just heard about a girl getting shot. She got shot in her face, and she swaying up and down. She don't know why she was the target. Well, guess what she done probably done? She done probably set somebody up to get robbed, and got somebody beat up, probably had a couple of abortions, all type of stuff, man, because the scriptures say, by the cleanse of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, man. The blood of him that shed it, that's how it's going to get cleansed. You feel me? But yeah, we're going to drop that. And you could skip over to Isaiah 3 and 12.
Right. This is the book of Slaki.
Right, because you got to know, man, I'm telling you, man, this is talking about right now, man, all this blood getting shed and all this stuff, man, all these people dying, man, this is not going to happen in no kingdom.
Right.
This is going to happen right now, while we in slavery, while we in hell. We in hell, man. We in our lowest state, man. We in our lowest state.
Right.
This is not, all this stuff we reading about is not going to happen in the kingdom, man.
It's real heavy, and if I could, real quick, it's real heavy what you're bringing out, because, see, right now is the time where a lot of women need guidance from a man. In the kingdom, it's going to be more righteous men.
Right.
But right now, a lot of women have went astray. They need a shepherd, a personal shepherd. And I ain't talking about the Christian pastor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when, you know, we can get a nation in order, when our women get in order. And there's plenty of women that have been killed. I'm Slaki, men that have been killed or gone to prison. And you got a flux of women that need a male in their life.
Right.
You can guide that woman and say, okay, I know you got a kid. You got a kid. Okay. I'm going to take you on. But you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to add to my life too.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? In the kingdom, you know, that's reproach. You know, I'm just going to keep it real. You know, when you're dealing with a woman that already been, you know, deflowered, if I could, by another man, that's a reproach.
Right.
Because in reality, we're supposed to be dealing with virgins. Like a man and a woman, when you with a woman and you have sex with her, she becomes your wife. You see what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be a lifelong bond. But in this society, what Esau says, he says that, okay, you can leave whenever you want.
Right.
Because he was looking at another woman. He's cheating. That's what you call it? Monogamous.
Monogamy, right.
And that was a Roman culture and tradition. That was never Israelite culture and tradition. So what you bringing out is really heavy. We see brothers, you know, Slaki. I ain't gonna even call them brothers because they, you know, they heathens because they don't follow the law.
Right.
In them purple Barney shirts, talking about nah, you can only have one wife because they on some simp stuff, like you said.
Right.
So I mean, what you bringing out is so heavy and needed because it's a lot of women out there that want a righteous man in their life, but they got to deal with undercover homosexual in that Christian church or in a purple shirt. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Why don't you just get a righteous man wearing that black shirt, wearing them black boots, that black scarf, you know what I'm saying, with them shades on or whatever, in the I.S.U.P.K. That's a real warrior in these times, man.
Right. And if you in Louisville, Kentucky, hey, you in Louisville, Kentucky, matter of fact, you in Kentucky, period, man. Contact us, man. Go to the Facebook page, GEN.YAHANNA Louisville. Go to the YouTube channel, hit us up in the comments, man. I'm telling you, man, we got you, man. Hit us up, man. We got you. We service for the people, man. We not like the Christian pastors, man. who want people to serve us. We service for the people, man.
Right.
We giving you the food for thought, man.
That's what's up. Where we at?
If I could, Isaiah 3 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Right. Children are their oppressors, man. People living and dying every day, and guess what they say? Why? Because of my kids. That ain't going to happen in the kingdom. In the kingdom, we're going to have everything, anything we want in the kingdom. But guess what's happening right now? Children are our oppressors. We robbing for Jordans or clothes or shoes for our kids for Christmas and all these birthdays and all this stuff. Children are our oppressors, man. We making them stand up for the national anthem. Because we don't want, no, I don't want him to go through all of the stigmas and stuff he's going to go through in school, because children are our oppressors, man. Right. We ain't running our children like we supposed to. But let me tell you who is running the children like we supposed to. The men and women in I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Right. The men and women in I.S.U.P.K and the Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we run our children, man. But guess what's happening right now with 90% of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man? Children are your oppressors, man. They oppressing you, man. You slaves to them.
Right. And if I may, that child support system is another way you're oppressed, right, by your child. You don't realize that. That goes to show you that's talking about now. Like your point, that's right now. Children's your oppressors, because a lot of y'all, you look at your check, you look at that pay stub, and a grip of it is gone toward your children, where you're supposed to take care of your child, but not mandated by the state.
Right, man.
Because sometimes they take out a little bit more than what that child needs. And then you see your baby mama with some red bottoms.
Right.
You feel like
flexing. She's flexing. You broke as ever. You like, dang, I can't eat a steak. Right. I want to get a steak. I can't even afford it. They taking $200 out my check in 2-3 weeks. Feel me? But yeah, you keep going good, sir.
And women rule over them.
Now you know that's true. You know this today. This is not the kingdom of heaven we talking about. It say women rule over them too. Black woman is God. Black woman in church on her period teaching the whole congregation. You feel me? Like the brother brought up child support. The independent black woman. Look at the stuff we got going on right now. You can't tell me this is the kingdom of heaven is what we waiting for 7 women to take hold of 1 man. You can't be, this is Isaiah 3 and 12. And we getting Isaiah 4 and 1. We getting there. We going slow though. We slow getting there. You feel me?
Right.
But we gonna get there because we showing y'all how is it the kingdom? Is when that's gonna happen? Or is it right now today?
Right.
Right now today, 2020. You feel me? Which one is it? Is it 2020? You feel me? Or is it 4,000 years from now when Christ come? If he come back in 4,000 years, it might be 10. For all we know, we don't know. You feel me? Say he coming like a thief in the night. He might come tomorrow. Then what? It'll really be today, wouldn't it? It'll really be today when we have 7 women. If he come back tomorrow when we wake up, you feel me? The sky cracking, bombs dropping.
And if I may, it's real heavy because, like, the on-site with the coronavirus and the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of black women was getting real humble. They was getting real humble. Like, they were saying, hey, how you doing? Holding doors open for brothers and all kind of stuff. Now that it seemed like we kind of getting out of it, I see the weaves coming back. You know what I'm saying? I see a little bit of the haughtiness. But they don't understand that the Most High is allowing it to be that way so it can be even more humbleness from them in the long run. Right. You know, it's real heavy. So
you know, you always bring it out real heavy.
So it says, "Oh, my people, which lead thee, cause thee to error, and destroy the way of thy paths."
Now you telling me in the kingdom it's gonna be people that lead us to err in the ways of our path? That's what you telling me, huh? So I gotta wait till the kingdom to get 7 women, because then guess what else gonna happen in the kingdom? That contradicts itself. Because if I gotta wait till the kingdom to get 7 women, also in the kingdom it's gonna be leaders erring us in our path. Leading us to error, which means leading us astray. Leading us down the wrong path. But guess what? That ain't gonna happen in the kingdom. It's happening right now. Right. The pastors, you can eat pork and shrimp, it's clean. The New Testament done away with the Old Testament. You feel me? We got Old Testament Israelites saying, we don't believe in the New Testament, so you can have a bill of divorce. You could divorce your wife and get another one. I'm telling you, man, this is right now is people leading us to err In the kingdom, ain't nobody gonna be leading us to error, man. Christ's gonna be there, and you're gonna get your head cut off if you think you erring anybody.
Right.
You lead anybody astray, you're gonna get your head cut off, man. And it's gonna be only right, man, to show the people coming up after that what you shouldn't do. Why you shouldn't do that, man. Like when they put Christ on that cross. You know how many people left the truth when they put Christ on that cross? Come on, man. You ever heard about Judas? You know why he did that? Come on, man. Stop it, man. Putting somebody to death, man. Hey, all right, you think you about this stuff till somebody die.
Right.
You think you about it, ain't you? But yeah, anyway, we could drop that and just drop down 17.
Come.
And from here, we're going all the way to 1. So we just go straight through.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite thee with a scab.
Right, a scab, that's dry crust. See who you talking about, since this the kingdom.
The crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
The daughters of Israel gonna be smited with a scab on their head. Scab on their head, you know what that means? Dry crust. That means they're gonna be bald head.
Right.
You know the song, bald head, scallywag. Ain't got no hair in the back. Bald head, weave head. Come on, man, stop playing and talking about this ain't right now, man. You gotta be outside your mind if you think that we gotta wait for the kingdom to get 7 women when it's already talking about how the women gonna have a scab on their head. You feel me? This is the prophet Isaiah having a vision of why we gonna be able to have 7 women. You feel me? Not saying like this is the only reason, because it's just our God-given right. But he's just breaking it down for the simpletons thinking like, oh man, that ain't right. Why would that happen? Breaking it down.
Right. And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
Their secret parts, man. He's going to expose them. He's going to expose all their flaws. All the women flaws, black woman is God, black woman is the queen, black woman is the mother of the earth. He's going to expose all that. And he's been doing it right now. Guess how he's been doing it? Because 5,000 abortions a year. 500,000 abortions a year. They can't keep a stable relationship, man. Guess why? Because they don't want to follow the man, because they choosing men off the lust of the eyes.
Right.
They ain't choosing a righteous man. They choosing off the lust of the eyes, man. You feel me? The Most High is exposing our women, man. And you know, I hate to go at our black women because I love our black women, but it got to be said. And the only people going to say it is the men in I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Ain't nobody else going to say it. Everybody else going to say you God, you good, you this, that. You running around wondering why you bald head. We trying to tell you right now tonight. In Louisville, Kentucky, we trying to explain to you black women why you bald head.
Right.
Why you got to wear white women's weave instead of your own hair.
Right.
Black women back in the 60s and in the 40s, they used to braid their hair on back. They had big afros. Could braid their hair on back long as ever. Guess what white women doing? White women, they getting braids in their hair trying to be like y'all. Y'all can't even braid y'all hair.
Right.
Because, Slack,
now, if I could, this is in Louisville, Kentucky, the home of the horses. It's a bald head horse running around here. Because a black woman wanted, you know what I'm saying, wear the horse's head. It's a bald horses running around here in Kentucky, man. You know what I'm saying?
Why you wearing that horse head weave, man? We trying to tell you black women right now tonight, man. We trying to tell y'all tonight why you bald head. Y'all, you think you supposed to be bald head? You think, okay, the East Indians got hair, y'all buying hair from them. The Chinese got hair, you buying hair from them. You feel me? Everybody got, all these races of women got hair, long hair. But our black women, man. But our black women, you wondering why, man? You feel me? It was a curse because what Isaiah is talking about, he's talking about the time when we kept sinning against the Most High.
Right.
And Isaiah, see, this is why I love the prophet Isaiah, because he wasn't scared of you black women.
Right.
He going at y'all head, just like the men in I.S.U.P.K. do. He going at y'all head, man. He ain't calling y'all no God. He telling y'all the vision he got from God of why y'all going through what y'all going through. And why, man? It was all because y'all sinned too. It wasn't just men sinning in 1 Kings and 2 Kings and in the Old Testament. It was y'all sinning with us. And these y'all curses. Being bald head. That's one of them, man. But yeah, you keep going. We're going all the way to Form 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet.
Like, women used to wear nice little, jewelry everywhere, like on their feet, real pretty little jewelry. The most I say, taking away that in that day. Do y'all wear that right now? I don't see no women wearing that stuff right now.
Right.
But the oppressors, the East Indians, the Arab women, yeah. I don't see no black women walking around Louisville, Kentucky, or the south side of Chicago wearing no tinkling ornaments on their feet.
Right. And their calls and their round tires like the moon.
Right. And calls, what calls is, that is a fancy head wrap that women used to wear back in the day. Women scared to wrap their hair unless they going to sleep. Unless they going to sleep, women scared to put head wraps on and the pretty little head dresses they used to wear, man. Because the Most High took that spirit away from you. You feel me? The spirit that made you look real humble and real, submissive. He took all that away, and that was your curse. You feel me?
The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers.
Right, muffler, that's just a veil women used to wear over their face to look a little modest too. If you Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just a little pretty little veil. Used to have gold and diamonds and all type of stuff, rhinestones on it, to make women look real pretty and submissive. He took all that stuff away from y'all.
The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings.
Right, the tablet. Now, tablets is just that's an old word for like your soul, your heart. You feel me? He took all that precious stuff out of you. You feel me? That's why y'all so mean and evil. Black women, y'all don't even know. Hispanic, Native Indian women, why y'all so mean and nasty. Y'all don't even know, because the Most High took that out of y'all. Because that was y'all gift. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian women gift was being humble, being all nice, making a man, when he come home, he feel like a king of the earth.
Right.
When he really in slavery. He took that out of y'all. You feel me? He took that out of y'all because we all sinned against him. You feel me? In the Old Testament. That's why it was called the Old Testament.
Right.
Because he done away with us and we had to get readopted. And you better thank the Most High in Christ. You better thank Christ. Now everybody talking about Christ ain't real. The new covenant is fake. Man, you fake Israelites, man. You Old Testament Israelites, man. Y'all better stop that, man.
Right.
Because if it wasn't for Christ, man, the Most High wouldn't have nothing else to do with us, man. I'm telling you.
The rings and the nose jewels.
Right, all of just pretty stuff y'all used to wear. This is about the women. So since people talking about this, oh, this is the kingdom, right? Well, it's talking about how he took all this pretty stuff away from y'all. And right now, y'all ain't wearing or doing none of this stuff.
Right. The changeable suits of apparel.
Right, changeable suits of apparel. Now before I moved to Louisville, Kentucky, one thing we used to always say, man, why is women wearing the same leggings with every outfit throughout the whole week? Feel me? They wearing the same leggings with different little shirts and dresses and stuff like that throughout the whole week. Because the Most High took your spirit away, which is your tablets, man, your soul, your heart. He took that away from you. So now the changeable apparels, he also took away. So now you can't even stay clean. Feel me? You can't even be fly like you want to be. Y'all out here wearing $10 outfits from the Africans at the corner store. You feel me? Because he took away that changeable apparel from you, all that fancy stuff, how y'all used to be. He took all that stuff away, man. Now y'all wearing $10 outfits. Y'all wearing $10 outfits, and y'all thinking y'all fresh. But no, y'all not. It's just this all y'all can do. Because the Most High took away the changeable apparel.
And if I can elaborate on this part right here, and the mantles. A mantle is like a cape, right? Like Little Red Riding Hood, she had a cape.
Right.
Like the sisters used to wear capes to complement that king or that priest, that prince of the power.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She ain't wearing no damn cape.
Nah,
you feel what I'm saying? She wearing in Walmart wearing sleep pants, wearing SpongeBob on her sleep pants. That bonnet on her head, that bag, you know what I'm saying? That popcorn bag on her head. She ain't wearing none of this fly stuff they talking about in the Bible. So lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the wimples.
That's exactly what a mantle is. It's just like he said, a nice jacket with a hood. It's real pretty. It's just something that made our women stand out.
And the wimples.
Right. That's just a veil, like another type of veil women wear over their face, because it just make them look real. Like you see Arab women doing it now, but that was our culture with our women. They'll wear veils over their face and stuff like that.
Right. And the crisping pins.
Right. That's something to design your hair, like to keep your hair pent up in different type of designs instead of having that bald head, little ponytail you got.
Right.
You feel me? The Most High took all that away because you don't need it because your hair ain't even growing.
Right. The glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils.
Right. Now the glasses is mirrors. You feel me? And mirrors represent your beauty. So basically he's saying he took your beauty away. Because if you ain't got no mirror to look at yourself, dress yourself up, you ain't going to be looking too beautiful. You feel me? So he took that away. And the veils, that's in the hoods, that's just a head dress with a hood on it. So our statues, which is customs, you feel me? That the The Most High took away from y'all.
Right. Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stank.
Stink. A lot of you women stink. And you know it. A lot of you women, y'all in the showers together, y'all doing all type of your bathrooms. You know y'all stink. Man. When y'all used to have a sweet, soft smell. You feel me? Y'all was real innocent, man. Y'all was real innocent, real sweet, soft smell. And now y'all stink, man. Now y'all stink, man. And that's because the Most High did that. Because this is y'all curses. What we reading is y'all curses during the time we kept sinning. So y'all don't want to hear about that. Y'all just want to hear about the men dying, the king steady dying, losing a seat in the throne. Y'all don't want to hear about y'all curses. Because y'all part of us too. Y'all is our family too. That's why we come at y'all so hard. Black women, Hispanic, Native Indian women. Because y'all God's chosen people as well as us, man. Since y'all say y'all want to be equal, or the I.S.U.P.K don't treat us equally. That's why we go join the other group. Because the I.S.U.P.K, they don't do this, they don't do that. We tell y'all the goddamn truth.
Right.
These other groups ain't telling y'all the truth. They just want somebody tithe money.
Right.
When us, we want your tithe money because it belongs to the Most High.
Right.
But we got to tell y'all the truth or we ain't doing our damn job.
That's right.
We ain't doing our damn job, but we don't tell y'all the truth. And they don't read Isaiah 3. They don't read Isaiah 3. They just say, oh yeah, Isaiah 4:1 is the kingdom. Skip over that and nobody never asks about it again.
Right.
I.S.U.P.K, we break it down for you.
That's right.
That Isaiah 4:1 is talking about right now. It ain't talking about in the kingdom of heaven. In the kingdom of heaven, shit, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian men probably have 20 wives, 50, 100. We talking about right now today. Right. This ain't talking about the kingdom. We talking about right now today. Right now today, hey man, 7 women gonna take over 1 man. Right. In the kingdom, y'all wanna talk about the kingdom? Hundreds. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian men gonna have hundreds.
Right, and if I could, see, they don't realize it, but it's really what it is. Like, brothers got women, and he got to classify them as a side piece.
Right.
You know, as a bust down or something.
Right.
Why don't we just go back to the Bible and do everything in righteousness? We shouldn't be having no side chick, no bust downs, no, you know what I mean? Those are our wives. These are supposed to be women we dealing with for the rest of our lives, building a life together.
Right.
But see, the thing is a woman can't understand the aspect of a man building a life with another woman.
Right.
But we got to have that in us because, I mean, a lot of women's nature is to be selfish toward her and her children. Where a man nature is to be, it's going to come off a little hard, but he got to be able to grow other people, like a society. Like he got to think more beyond his family. And sometimes he might see a woman that needs his help.
Right.
That's what having a multiple, you think it's an advantage to a man? No, it's an advantage to a woman.
Right.
It's not an advantage to a man. What you think? Because, okay, yeah, well, he hit, Salaki. I'm just saying he got a woman and he hit the box, a time or two. No, because he got to still care for that woman and make sure she's properly safe, that if she have any children or she have any offspring by him, that they taken care of and nourished.
Right.
So it ain't an advantage to a man to have 7 women. It's an advantage to a woman to be with a righteous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So y'all got it twisted out here. So lucky.
Right.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
crazy because a lot of people keep saying Isaiah 4:1 is talking about the kingdom when Christ said in Matthew 25 and verse 1, then shall the kingdom of heaven be like unto 10 virgins.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out how is Isaiah 4:1 saying 7 women gonna take over 1 when Christ saying the kingdom 10 virgins. Isaiah 4:1 ain't say they gonna be virgins. It just say women. They might have been ran through all type of stuff. You feel me? But Matthew 25 and 1, Christ said out his own mouth, man, the kingdom of heaven gonna be like unto 10 virgins, women that's never been touched. So you can't tell me Isaiah 4:1 ain't talking about right now, man. Talking about right now, man. You gotta be a fool, man. You gotta be outside your mind. And guess why you outside your mind? Because you ain't under the righteous authority of the Most High, which is the I.S.U.P.K and the command of GEN.YAHANNA, man. You ain't under that righteous authority, man. That's why you lost your mind, man. You lost your mind, say Isaiah 4:1 is talking about the kingdom, man. You don't know no scriptures, man. And what Christ said, you err not knowing the scriptures. Talking to the Pharisees.
Right.
You err not knowing the scriptures, man. But if I could, can we go back to Isaiah 3 and 24?
It says, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there should be stink.
Right.
And instead of a girdle of rent, instead of well-set hair,
Right. Hold on, Slocky. It say instead of a girdle, a ring. So a girdle is a fancy belt. You feel me? It's a real fancy belt, and it say instead of that, it's gonna be a little rope, like the women wear the little purses they wear around they body, with the little rope and the little bag on the back. You feel me? Instead of a fancy girdle as a princess of the Most High, you have a little rope around you.
Wow.
You feel me? You have a little rope around you. This is talking about now. This is not talking about in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you women is gonna be looking like, man, I'm telling you, man. Y'all think y'all be fresh now in the kingdom? I'm telling you, man. With y'all, the women that think they fresh now, it ain't gonna compare to the kingdom.
Right.
And that's why it's talking about right now. Instead of a fancy girdle, we'll have a little rope around you, man. A little rope.
It said, and instead of well-set hair, baldness.
Baldness, bald head, scallywag. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't like seeing our women walk around with their heads down because they bald head, man. They got to go back horsehair weave, Chinese women hair, East Indian hair, man. I don't like seeing that, man. And the Most High don't either, man. This is a curse that he put on y'all for not keeping the law as well as us. Like the curses we went through, police brutality, gang violence, all the stuff we went through, y'all got curses too. That's why I'm saying Isaiah 4:1 is talking about right now. It's not talking about in the kingdom of heaven, man.
And instead of a stomacher, a girdling of sackcloth.
Right, a stomacher, that's just like a triangle panel that women used to wear back in the day. It's real fancy, just another fancy clothes.
And burning instead of beauty.
Burning. Now, you know a lot of you women burning, but we're going to leave that at that. We're going to leave that at that, a lot of you women burning. And the precept to go with this one, I just want to read 1 Corinthians 11 and 15. And it say in 1 Corinthians 11 and 15, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given for a covering. You feel me? And you women that's out there bald head, it's not no glory. Ain't no glory in that, man, because y'all didn't keep the law just like we didn't. You feel me? Y'all know about all the stuff that happened to us. Y'all see us getting shot by the police. Y'all see all the evil stuff happening to us every day, not being able to get a job while y'all can. They hiring y'all, but they ain't hiring us.
Right.
But y'all don't understand, it's curses that y'all got to deal with as well. You feel me? And y'all being bald head is one of them, because the Most High knew how precious that was to y'all.
Right.
The Most High knew how precious your hair was to y'all, that he was going to make that a curse. He was going to make that a curse on y'all. Yeah, we can keep going.
Verse 25, the men shall fall by the sword.
Right, the men shall fall by the sword. Now it's getting back on us. This is talking about how you know what day this is. That Isaiah 4:1 is talking about. This is how you know what day. The men shall fall by the sword. In the kingdom of heaven, we're going to fall by the sword? You telling me in the kingdom of heaven we're going to be dying? No, we're going to live, man, look, man, we're going to live a long time, man. We're going to rule with Christ, man. What it say in the scripture on parable, what are going to rule with Christ 1,000 years? Yeah, stop it, man. Christ. Stop it, man. It say the young man going to die by the sword. That's what it's talking about. This is letting you know what day Isaiah 4:1 is in. Where it say 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. It say, Salaki, thy men shall fall by the sword. Gang violence, police brutality, Amar Arbery, you feel me? The young brother in Indianapolis, man. Come on, man. Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, you feel me? Philando Castile, you feel me? The young man will die by the sword, which is modern day a gun. You feel me? Keep going, sir.
I'm sorry. And thy mighty in the war.
Right, thy mighty in the war. So the young man gonna die by the sword. The mighty is the men that made it through all them cracks. Made it through all them cracks. You know, thought they was, escaped all the violence that most young men die from. And guess what they got caught up in? Homosexuality.
Right.
All that stuff they went through that turned them to a faggot.
Right.
Or what? They done got them a white woman. So now black women, they liked this guy. 3 women liked him, but they couldn't get him because he like a white woman. He said, no, I only deal with white women. You know how many people that told me they only deal with white women? Black men, I only deal with white girls. I don't mess with no black girl. They too much, man. They got too much going on. I only deal with white girls. He made it through the cracks. He got a business, all type of stuff going on. Good job. You feel me? Making money. But he don't want no black woman, though. That's y'all curse. That's y'all curse. All the stuff we go through is a curse. This is one of y'all's. Black black man not wanting you. He want a white girl. That's a curse. That ain't lawful. That's a curse. You feel me? On both of y'all side, his and yours. You feel me? What's another one? A prison. They made it through all that stuff and ended up in jail the rest of his life. He ain't dead. He ain't died by the sword, but he in jail the rest of his life. He got a white girl, don't want no black women, or he's a homo.
Right.
He's a homosexual. This is the day. This is happening right now. This is not happening in the kingdom. The Most High and Christ ain't gonna let it happen. Feel me? And the priests under him, man. The priests under them ain't gonna let none of this stuff happen. It ain't gonna let the young man die by the sword. It ain't gonna let the mighty man that escaped the sword be a homosexual.
Right.
Get with a white woman or African or East Indian. You feel me? Or go to prison, man, because we're gonna make them keep the law, man. You feel me?
Right.
You keep going, sir.
It's like it was the end of that verse. Verse 4. It's like it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, and verse 1.
3 and 26.
It's like it said 3. It's like 3 and 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn.
Right, she gonna be sick. What black women doing right now? They cry all day on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. They sit and cry and mourn. And you know the main reason why they crying and mourning? Because they ain't got a black man to support them.
Right.
They ain't got a black man in that house. You feel me? They got all these kids with no man. You feel me? They got all these kids with no man. Her gates, her protection shall lament. You feel me? Mourn. You feel me? Mourn. That's what lament mean, man. Lamentations. That's what that's mean. Mourn. Lament. Mourn. Cry. You feel me? You keep going.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground.
She being destroyed. She is destroyed, man. She done had all these kids. She destroyed, and she's sitting on the ground crying.
And her being desolate, meaning alone also.
Right.
She being a single mother, raising kids. Desolate, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on, the white man to, be her master.
Right,
but desolate means alone, you feel what I'm saying, if I could. And that's what she is, a single parent mother. You know what I'm saying? That's what she is. That's why she needs that strong man in her life to give her guidance. Because if you had a priest and prophet in I.S.U.P.K, let alone a man that's in the truth, but let's say you got a priest and prophet in I.S.U.P.K, the true body of Christ. He's going to give you the laws of God where you can guide yourself and them children so you can live a life that's pleasing to the Most High, especially in the midst of this pandemic.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right now, today.
Right, today. Not something that you heard in a
kingdom.
fake Israelite group. Salaki. I mean, it's just real heavy what you
Same
bring it out.
Christ. Same
Salaki.
Christ.
I want to take it over. Man, that's heavy.
So, now we at the starting point.
That's it.
Isaiah 4:1, where we started at. We
Yes.
back here.
Right.
We done let y'all know what day we in. We done read all the way the Most High in Christ. Isaiah the prophet, his vision was showing you what day this is going to happen in. We just read it, the whole class. Now we're going to read that.
Right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Right. So in the midst of the baldness, the young men dying, the strong men fall into homosexuality, prison, white women. You feel me? Bloodshed all in the streets, man. You feel me? All in the streets, everywhere. All these people, all these young men dying, man. All this stuff. The women can't change their clothes. You feel me? They can't change their clothes. They ain't got enough clothes to wear throughout the week. Different clothes. That's what it said in the scripture we read. You won't have a change of apparel. They're going to have a little ponytail, baldness, a scab on their head. You feel me? They're going to sit down on the ground. It said they're going to sit down on the ground and mourn. Who else doing that but black women, man? Right now, today. You telling me the kingdom, that's what all that's going to happen in? Stop it.
Right. Saying, we will eat our own bread.
They fed up right now. Black women fed up right now. Black women right now in 2020 fed up. That's how you know all that stuff we read talking about right now. They fed up. It's so many, it's not even enough black men. They say it all the time. There ain't enough black men to go around. You feel me? They fed up. And right now, guess what they saying? We eat our own bread.
Right.
We'll make our own money.
Right. And wear our own apparel.
We're going to buy our own clothes, man. We're going to support ourselves. We don't need y'all money. We don't need y'all money. We're going to buy our own stuff. In the kingdom, everybody, black, Hispanic, Native, Indian, ain't going to suffer for nothing. That's how you know that ain't talking about the kingdom. That's talking about in a slavery, in a hell condition. You feel me? We're going to eat our own bread. We're going to buy our own stuff. We don't need your money.
Right. Only let us be called by thy name.
Only let me take your rod in me at night.
Right.
Nobody else is just yours. I don't care about what you got going on. Just your rod at night.
To take away our reproach.
To take away our reproach. You know what reproach is? Reproach is shame for the evilness they did against the Most High.
Right.
And guess who else? Us. Black men, Hispanic men, Native Indian men. To take away our reproach, man. To take away our shame, we're going to make our own money. You feel me? We're going to buy our own stuff and you stuff. Just let us be yours.
Right.
All, and that's us. It say us, right? Am I mistaken?
Right.
It say let us, only let us. You feel me? That's what women going to say, let us. That means they might even be cool. They might even be cool with each other. They might even go out for drinks sometimes. Right. They might cook you dinners together. You feel me? Let us, you feel me, be called by that name, us, man. That's plural. So you got to be a fool, man. You got to be a fool to think that, you feel me, in the kingdom is when all this going to take place. When Isaiah, the vision of Isaiah showed you, it's going to happen in hell.
Right. And
Christ said in Matthew 25th chapter, the kingdom is like unto 10 virgins. These women ain't no goddamn virgins. Right. These women said, take away our shame. They said, take away our shame because guess what? They done been through hell. Christ said in the kingdom, it's going to be 10 virgins. 10 virgins don't go through hell. They ready for you. Right then and there. I tell you, man, you got to stop it, man. But that's the end of tonight's class, man. Feel me? I.S.U.P.K, I'm Commander GEN.YAHANNA, man. Feel me? We'll read the security announcement. We had an I.S.U.P.K started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Roof new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into school, they're off limits for 6 months. They'll be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. They need transportation. The teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes was a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3 through 10 means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of increase the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund for offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatever so amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We got the 51st annual Passover. Just stay in tune with your camp leaders to know when it is. That's it. Give a courtesy salute to the brothers watching the stream. I.S.U.P.K, Majah, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, that's my tie. Courtesy salute to the sisters watching the stream. I.S.U.P.K, Majah, Barak, Yahweh, Hashem, Class dismissed.